Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Honest TV remain your humble channel. You get undiluted gist on Nigerian celebrities and politics. You can always support us by subscribing, liking our videos, comment and share. Turn on the bell icon to get notified on time anytime I upload a new video. Guys, what happened in 2015 election is about to happen again. The election between Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and Muhammadu Buhari, where Goodluck only ruled for one term and power was taken away from him. This present administration of Tinubu had really shown Nigerians pepper, making the northern elders to unite together and form a new political party against 2027 election. People are actually tired of everything happening in the country since Yoruba man was made president. We all know when it comes to presidential election, the northerners normally contribute more than 50% of who may be the next president. You can imagine how Tinubu and his gang will escape that in 2027. News have been hovering around the country that this present administration is offering some political parties money in order for them not to contest in the 2027 election. For northerners, being always wise when it comes to things like that, they rejected the offer. The main aim of this new political party formed by the northern elders is to eliminate the hardship the Tinubu administration had incurred on every citizen of Nigeria. Let's watch.
Atiku is not the only candidate in Nigeria. Mind you, Atiku is not the only candidate. Or later, he joined the Labour to fight Peter Obi or Konko. So no, we have many candidates. We don't want to make sure them, Oga. 2027 because you see the candidate, because we cannot continue like this. This suffering, we cannot continue. You can give Bola, Danny Bola appointment. That is his problem. You can give Bashir also that because they're looking for food too. But me, Gololo, I'm not looking for food. I'm looking for a candidate that can deliver the masses. They will have food to eat. They will have security. They will have water. They will have light. Not in the north. We will stay for 3 months. There is no light, and you come back. Say I will vote you. No road, no single road. A motor will follow. No, Oga. One will come 2027. Before 12, Your Excellency, we will make sure I say.
First of all, I thank you so much for the invitation, and I'm very grateful meeting these brilliant faces this year. I'm sure this is the first meeting to this time. The only response I can say is that whenever you see pain, you should cover on mind, because pain is a lesson you require to get yourself adjusted naturally. So the pain we see today is a plus as far as tomorrow is concerned. But Nigeria's journey so far, I think, is most unfortunate. We are moving on a direction that is very disturbing. And maybe when we get into proper discussions. But the little I can say that is very disturbing is the picture of Nigeria with regards to France, where people forget so easily. This same country was the single country that sponsored campaign against Nigeria, tagged a giant standing on a clay lake. It bastardized Nigeria's relevancy in international scene. It lured Nigeria to be seen as just a lawless country in the eyes of fellow African countries. This is after Nigeria has spent so much in helping particularly South African states to regain their freedom, and they realized that Nigeria was a threat. They tagged and targeted our elders, who today are playing fool to the same country that we wanted us destroyed. They took so many articles, they sponsored so many articles in the international scene. They played a lot of roles in Security Council, in United Nations, making Nigeria to become useless. They armed Cameroon to kill our soldiers in the 80s. They are those sponsors of what happened in Bakassi, what no Nigerian can quantify in terms of loss. Even if Bakassi is a barren land, it's just bare, it has no meaning. For the strategic location of Bakassi alone, Nigeria should fight to earn it and no one else. We lost it today, minus the economic relevance today. Even for the pride of the country to say there is an inch that Nigeria thought is a place we should struggle and earn, We lost it today. So that political relevancy, that might, that position Nigeria is under is lost in the eyes of many. And as a leadership position, this is the same country that is back through the back door today, particularly when they are losing their grip with their friends, their colonies. The only place they can now come back to is Nigeria. This is the same country where in the 80s when an assessment was taken, early 80s, I can never forget Shagari's time. The total investment France had in the entire Francophone countries in Africa was not up to their investment in Nigeria. So Nigeria is the mainstay of that country to be afloat. But yet they are back today. And in history, 3 things have happened to France. They never won any war. There is in any record anywhere that France has won a war. No. They can fight and run away and leave. But they are too vicious, registered and acknowledged by the whole world over. They are regarded as the most vicious set of people in the world. How can vicious people become your friends? How can you invest with vicious people whose friendship you can never trust? You are a friend to a snake. One day is coming when something will happen. That is it. So you have to know who you intend to friend. And because the eventualities, or in terms of assessing that friend, it's left for you to determine your involvement in it, deeply or at the surface. I can see problem coming our way, including those who are managing the friendship. Take it from me, and that will come to pass. That will come to pass. And the most unfortunate thing at this point in time is that our elders didn't bother to wear their thinking cap and strategic thinking, strategic planning, strategic investment. What they are doing is very disturbing because it is beyond them. It will affect younger ones. So keeping quiet at this, and the worst is not even allowing the idea to come sit down and evaluate where you are is the most critical one. Because once you do, there are some certain pointers that will come to the fore. And when it does, that friendship will be fractured. I'm sure that's the worrisome. So other than personal interest, there is nothing to do with national interest in the real sense of it. So if we are talking about being a citizen, then you should understand that the spirit of true brotherhood is all that matters. What happened to any part of the country affects me. What happened to the younger ones affects me. What will happen or what is happening to our elders affects me. And that should be a collective thinking, and we should stand for, including those who are making the mistakes today. Whatever happens to them, happened to us, whether we like it or not. They are part and parcel of us. Good or bad, you belong. And that's why speaking straight, identifying or seeing through the world to be able to get things adjusted is mandatory. So it doesn't matter who hates you, who shouts on you, who blackmails you. These are shallow-minded people who are regarded as liabilities of the state. Whosoever refuses to see through and then be carried by true spirit of brotherhood, they are liabilities of the state. Who believe that greed is the watchword, for me, of me, by me, to me. These four. And that's what we are seeing today. But thank God Almighty, this country and what it is endowed with. One, human resource and natural resources put together. Nobody can. It does not matter his greed. Nobody can take it away, irrespective of who he thinks he is, even if he's a modern pharaoh. He has his limit. That's the much I can see about Nigeria. But to say that Nigeria cannot have its compass adjusted to a right course, to say that that cannot be possible, no. It is one easy thing to do. If you look at the character, if you look at the quality of a typical Nigerian, particularly if they can come together. And there is no decision that is too tough to take. And so once you have people on the same frequency, then the rest of the people can sleep well. This country will be back on course. This I know. And the idea of such friends, whom I'm not afraid to talk to friends. And that's one thing. What they do is to identify and eliminate people. I will die when my right time comes. Taking tough decisions, definitely we will. We have not started talking because I know that point has not come. The bell to ring for the chairman to say it is now time. And there will be a new frequency. The environment will change. It will be charged. We will look onto our seniors who will take steps. Then we will help them take more. So when they see us taking steps to the right or to the left, then definitely we are rest assured that there are strong shoulders to the brothers can lean upon. And I think the younger ones should understand that it's not money that matters. If we have leadership today of this country and you decided to now reduce yourself to looking at money, then there is a problem. Whosoever you see entrusted with leadership in Nigeria and he now reduced the idea of his responsibility aside but decided to be looking at money only, that is a serious liability, and that is your enemy. That is a misfit. This is a personality that is at a wrong place. Such personalities who misuse opportunities of managing Nigeria in giving a direction are much more of the real problems confronting Nigeria. Yeah, and that's the truth. So unless people sit down, zero themselves into identifying the problems and then arranging it and rearranging it into working out a concurrent sequential order of actions by time, then definitely that is time wasting. And I see that visibly today. Each individual or individuals are given opportunities today. They will spend some weeks here, and a few days after, you'll find them elsewhere making comparative activities on the gains earned in exploiting the same people. Not in servicing them, but in how much you earn and how much I earn and how much I should go back to still take. That is the competition that is going on, not leadership, not adjusting Nigeria, not helping Nigeria, not helping the poor. That's what they do. It's competition of the resources earned by time. That's all. And whenever they come and tell lies to the poor will clap because they do not know. Unfortunately, there are those who also within the class of those who know or who ought to know that are also there clapping for such classes of people. One, they have been deprived of money. Second, they have no access to the real activities in those who are governing the country because they govern by secrecy. That's why whosoever is inquisitive that stands on his feet and knock at a particular day to know what happened yesterday at so or what you intend to do next week or next month or next year, you become an enemy because it's secret that you shouldn't know. So to me, time is ticking to a point where every right-thinking Nigerian, he, she, they, old, young, should actually be seen to be working towards a common frequency. And here, that's where the leadership of the party comes. When the direction is properly defined and set, and people get themselves attuned to it, it doesn't matter who is where. Old Pharaoh gave way. How much more modern pharaohs that are too artificial? They can easily be blown by the wind and spirit of the people. That's the way I see it. So our coming here together this morning, to me, has a big meaning. And on a lighter note, today is what?
Tuesday.
What? Which day?
7th.
Why 7? Why did the chairman decide to invite us on the 7th? Why? The 7th of January. If you look at history, go back to history and check a little. Events that happen in the world on the 7th of January are numerous. Because I search myself on coming to understand why. Number two, you know, the distance between here and the moon is 7. The distance between the earth and the moon is 7. But the 7 days of the world, or the 7 days that marks your initial counting in terms of weeks, are 7 days. Why 7? And what is 7?